This is pre-New York session. Still got these equal lows in. Thursday, 25th of September, New York. I'll wait for the 12 o'clock. I want to see some kind of CRT, or we break down 15-minute on the next candle. If we get a range formed, sweep above, pull back in, something like that. Let's see what price gives us. I will mark the highs at this stage though. We're pulling out of a standard deviation box and we've got 6-hour SMT. There's still liquidity below. Still this liquidity to go. That's our target. Let's see how we form. We've got news on dollar at 130, sorry. I'll mark these highs. If you know my model, you know what I want to see, but I'll talk you through it as we go. NQ, what have we done here? Just rolled over. Yeah, rolled over. Looks like we got a 6-hour SMT as well forming. YM's quite low, quite close to that low. Sorry, just doing something Discord. So if I'm looking for longs, I want to see ES really take this low. Liquidity point here. I know YM has taken the low already. We have got 6-hour SMT as well, daily cycle. Because YM has kept that low. Let's just let's clean this up a little bit. Okay, let's go back to the... Get rid of this level. 6-hour SMT. So we do have a daily cycle in. If price is going to run this low and then go back up, I'm very interested in this, taking this long. Let me just make sure I'm signed in over here. So I'll set an alert up for ES is low. Ideally you want to see price come down, sweep the low, and then we'll go back up. There'll be sequential SMT between ES and NQ. Trading so close to that low. Yeah, trading so close to that low is just, you're going to get in trouble. You know, because it's going to draw here and we're only a few ticks off. I know we've got a weekly cycle. And it looks like we're going to break here, but if we break, I'm not fussed. I don't mind. I'll wait for one more candle to form. We've got news at 1:30, so we're able to trade at 12 o'clock. but I just don't like trading above that high there. This is a little bit. We've got a larger liquidity pool to cover there. So let's see what price does here anyway. Let's go back over here. We've taken the low here. So if we're going to move lower now, I want to see the 15-minute. So I can't execute till 12:15, XX15 model. We're taking the low. We need some, like we were doing this morning, we need some buy side to be taken. I hope I haven't missed a move. That's going to really piss me off. I'm going to mark equilibrium of the 1 hour range. Would like to see one asset sweep get above that, to be honest. Above EQ, so we can so at least one of the assets are in discount. So the price has opened up on this hourly bar. We've wicked below the lows. That means we closed back above. Okay, so that could indicate we closed back above. That's why I want to see another liquidity pool taken. If we're not going to take this high wick, we need some buy side to be taken. So I want to see a range form on the XX15. And then I'll look to take that short from here. Let's see how this bar forms. We've still got 12 minutes left of the bar. I'm a little bit earlier today because we have news at 1:30, so I wanted to see what's forming before the news. We've got the sweep here. Did we get... Oh no, it didn't sweep that. Yeah, that is asking for trouble, that is. All assets are below as well, so we'd need to be in a standard deviation for a trade. And with that liquidity pool there, I'm just not... That's a major key level there. I don't like how it's just come down and just not taking that liquidity. We do have a weekly and a daily. We do have a weekly and a daily. Do I try and hit this anyway? Let's see what price is doing. Have we got lockstep price action? Yes. We do. We have a weekly and a daily. And so we're stacking confluences here. I mean, am I going to risk a lot on this trade if something does happen? Probably not. I'll probably go in at 0.5% risk. I'm very skeptical of this key level here being taken. But like I say, wick below, close above, right? Trade what you see. You got a daily cycle, weekly cycle forming. All assets below. If we didn't have the weekly, I wouldn't be allowed to trade this. Take this. I'd need an extra confluence to take this. So I'm going to set an alert for the displacement. I won't take a position on the displacement. Not for me. That's not for me. Once we displace through, maybe potentially we can come down, but I'll be monitoring the 15M on here as well. How's this formed? Right, so if this forms a range, then I expect manipulation. I don't want to see that high go either. I don't want to see it wick above. So if this did form a range, we get to XX15 and we wick above, that means we close below. So I'm not interested in that. I want to see clear price action for me to trade. I'm not interested. So let's see what price does. Maybe we do go down and then we do get the sweep on the 15-minute. I have to get the displacement before 12.10 if that's going to be a model. So if we get the model and then displacement happens before 12.10, then I'll look at taking this. But at the moment, this just looks like it's going to go for that low. Ah, that's annoying. That's annoying. You know the draw is that low now, so we have news at 1:30 on the US, so it looks like we're expanding. Expansion, accumulation, so 12.45. Unless we close back up here and get a range, but I don't think we are. 12.45 maybe. If not, the move's gone. I think I might have missed something here. I could have traded something out of this level. Daily profile was bullish, bearish, so I should have been looking at 11:30 really, GMT. That's annoying. Well, there's definitely sellers in the market. Whether we get down to these levels, my ultimate draw of liquidity, like this morning, was down here. We've just taken a bit of buy side above Asia and above London high. We've had SMT, we've got a divergence as well, just because 6B didn't run above. 6S didn't run above. So what am I looking at now? So if price is going to expand, I'm waiting for XX45, 15-minute candle. Assuming that this candle expands, the next one will accumulate. So I want to see a range daily, and then we'll probably have some kind of, right, ES has taken that low. Let's run over to ES. Let's see what's going on here. So we're still above previous day's high on NQ. For the moment, we've still got a weekly cycle. We wanted to see this though. Are we going to push into this Q standard deviation level? Okay, so we've definitely got an expanse here happening as well. Okay, so same rules apply. We're doubled up on confluences. Same rules apply. I'd wait for the 15-minute. That means 12:45. Are we going to pull into this kind of level? Still means I would like to see the 12:45 model though, because all assets are below. Okay. I don't want to see previous day's low go here. Or I don't want to see all assets close below anyway. I don't mind a wick and then a pull back up, because we still have a hidden weekly and that's still okay to take. I knew that low was going to go though. It's quite clear. Didn't want ES, when we're trading like that, I didn't want ES just to take a long above it. But I would have done maybe just half risk or something. But anyway. Moving within that range. Right, so I'm going to get rid of that. Looks like we're drawing for this low on YM as well. Key level there, liquidity rest below the old lows and highs. In terms of draw of liquidity, let's look to the daily. Bearish daily close, yeah, so you would expect this to be taken, right? Sell above the open. Sell above the open. This initially gave us our reaction in order for us to pull back. I was looking at 50% of the range, to be honest, just to see if that was tapped. It wasn't. It's not been tapped on any of the assets. Daily profile always overpowers, okay? Looks like we're going to close into this. Don't want to see this close below that low. And we've also got the 6-hour low on YM here as well. So the daily cycle's gone if this closes below that. It looks like we are going to do that. So we've got 6. That's the end of the daily cycle if that low goes. Yes, potentially we could, but it looks like we're going to draw for this extreme low here. So as it stands, we've got a weekly cycle, so we need a bit more liquidity. We pulled into a Q standard deviation actually, so we can take different setup, still valid for the M15. Regarding NQ staying above, okay, yeah, we're not going to have a lot. We've clearly got expansion on all the candles. XX15 expands, so we expect accumulation and manipulation. Okay, so we can expect a range to form. Profile the market like that. I do on everything. Want NQ to stay above this high. We can trade this just because we've got stacks of confluence now, where we've got a weekly cycle in an SMR level. We can look to trade on the 15-minute where all assets are above, because we've got all assets are below, sorry, the 1 hour range. Ah, fuck. Well, it looks like GU might take previous day's low. I can't see 6B not taking this liquidity pool. It's just definitely our draw. So yeah, we've still got this clear level on CFD data as well. So 6S is just 6S got this level as well. What kind of liquidity voids have we got over here? Yeah, I don't think there's much stopping us on 6B. The dollar's looking to gain strength for sure. If we look at the monthly, all wicked above these levels. 5 days left of the month. We could see this, could take out these lows. If we look at this in terms of a leg, you know, I like my equilibrium. So this probably does need to rebalance equilibrium, to be honest. So we could see, has that yeah. Up here. So providing this leg is the top of this leg, we could see price coming down here in the next few months to rebalance price. So before we go and move higher, we got all this liquidity resting above here, like these on 6B as well. 6S is obviously doing something else, but we've got a lot of liquidity above this high here on 6S. But yeah, we're extended here. So I mean, if I was going to expect a pullback, it'd probably be now. You can see prices starting to slow down. We've had SMT here as well. If you see 6B hasn't taken a high, 6E and 6S have. So indication that smart money's behind this move. So we could see this potentially move back. What's the weekly saying? Like I was saying this morning, wick above, close below. 50% of the weekly range is more likely to be hit. So that is my now draw of liquidity. Clear bearish daily profile, trying to get in shorts just to take out this. My immediate draw would be here. Looks like we're having other plans now. Oh, this is good actually for the 15. Wick below, close above. If we can get up into create something like this, and then I'll possibly take another. I could take a short down. If it's feeling generous, it might be able to give us another entry. Definitely, you've got lows here, this low here. There's lots of liquidity to be taken. That looks like it's running for that low, doesn't it, as well? We are bearish on the profile, so we are expecting sales, like same as FX, which I don't like. I don't like the fact that FX and the indexes are moving side by side and going down together, because that's not how they function or operate. Massive fair value gap here, haven't we? Being created, displaced through all this. It's a waiting game here. Are we going to get up to that EQ? I doubt it. No way. I think we've probably got a new EQ anyway. As soon as this range put in, we could. That's our range now. going to mark these levels, but do I think they're going to be hit? No. I think you'll probably find we have swept this low now. You haven't got a weekly cycle. So we haven't got a weekly cycle unless one of these bars close back above the bodies here, so that would be a hidden weekly. Other than that, we are moving out of a standard deviation, but we've got no other confluences. Everything's lockstep price action, just moving out of this. So this is an old liquidity pool, need a new liquidity pool, which would mean I need this to close, so 1 PM possible, unless we get a close back above here or here for these body closes, and then yeah, I don't think we are though going to get that. So we're looking for one, looking at 1 now, just because we broke that low, taken straight into that SMR level. What are we expecting here? Yeah, I mean, there might be a scenario where, well, we got news at 1:30, so we don't know what's going to happen, but we could pull up and then play the last kiss model just to take out these lows. I mean, that would be an immediate draw of liquidity. 6B just fucking tanking. Set an alert for that, see if we do get it. Make sure I'm on the ball. Definitely got a clear draw here. I know this is taking it. How well do these levels work, right? Every time. I didn't like the fact that we were just above a level there to take the long. Could you have faded the move? Possibly. Possibly. Let's see what happens here. So the first candle broke, no micro there. Maybe you could have followed it on M15, something like that. Let's have a little look. First candle, it's a range, but it did expand, so you expect an accumulation, then you get the manipulation. There you go, and at a 930 could have got the manipulation there. So expansion, accumulation, range formed, manipulation, distribution. Although we were just above this level, and that's why I was never looking at to take that long. But same theory works, okay? So what are we getting here now on the 15-minute? We have manipulated above the high. We're not in EQ of the range though, so that's not for me. And we've wicked above, closed below, which is great. When's the next micro out? I think it is 12:30 actually. Next, yeah, it is at 12:30 on the dot. So the next micro forms then. I think we might have missed this one. Missed a move here, unless it's going to go back up. So what have we got here? We have got, yeah, the weekly cycle's gone. We've got a 3 candle model low in key level. It's just taken previous day's low as well. We're in an SMR level. It's a waiting game. 1 PM is going to be the decider. Maybe XX45. Just going to step away for a second. So just back, it looks like price has just rolled over. Didn't get in the 50%. And when we get a close below this low, we're not looking at anything we got, but we have got the 1 hour CRT model. But are we really going to be looking to long both the assets at the same time? Considering we're both bearish on the profile as well, so still skeptical about that low. I think that's a note to self, to be honest. I should be on the market when there's a clear daily profile bearish at 11:30, because you're going to get this scenario where now the markets move, especially when there's news. Potential setup could have been up here after the sweep of Asia, micro with the 15-minute as well, CRT. And I've just missed that. And it looks like we're going to get a close below all of this now. Don't think price is going to come back up here just yet. If I'm going to look for the last kiss model, I want to see a bullish bar form, opposite direction, posing liquidity pool, then it taken. So we're just, yeah, I think we're a bit late to the party today. It's gone before I signed on. Still got a few hours of the session though. I think I might go, just quickly make something to eat and then come back for the second part of New York. This was a pre-news stream. So whenever there's news at 1:30, you want to try and be on the market before. I should know better to. Turned up a bit late this morning. I thought we were going to get a little bit more something here that the price formed at 11.45. That's the CRT model. If I mark the 15-minute high there, sweep into the level. Okay, so we've got a daily cycle there. Draw of liquidity. Well, with daily profile as well. So the only reason why I could have taken that trade is because we're with the daily profile in this instance, and we've got a 6-hour SMT. Yeah, a bit unfortunate there, I think. Looks like we've rejecting this level. I'll mark the low for sure. See what's going on. Old liquidity pool, new liquidity pool, just before the news. We are still above that level there though. Trade what we see, not what you think. Price just had another. Oh, so that's disappointing. Okay, so all assets have closed below. The indicator is just lagging. I'm looking for no trades at the moment. No, nothing below this key level. I'm going to wait for news. I'll be back after the news. Draw of liquidity is still these lows here on currency futures. We shall see what happens. I'll be back for the rest of the New York sessions after the news is hit.